You know, I would love to see, now that the rumors are not rumors anymore, I'd love to see people defend Brock Lesnar going one-on-one with Jinder Mahal at the Survivor Series. There is absolutely nothing to come out of that which is positive. Nothing. In fact, it makes me not even want to watch the Survivor Series. Now, this may just be my fans and my fan base and the people that listen to me. I've had several already tweet me, JD, I am canceling the WWE Network. I would not recommend that. But if you guys want to make a stance on Jinder Mahal, and when WWE asks you why you're leaving the WWE Network, I will be leaving until Jinder Mahal is no longer WWE Champion. Let them know. Jinder Mahal is the worst WWE Champion in modern history. Now, the level of saltiness that I got when we did Monday Night Raw review last night was on volcanic levels. I'm sorry that the truth hurts. If you guys want somebody who is going to get on their hands and knees and deep throat cock that WWE does normally, they unzip their pants and they whip it out, and then you got the casuals who just are begging to swallow it all. If you guys think that is what you're going to get on this channel, you are sadly mistaken. There is truth bombs dropped every week on this show, on this channel. If you guys don't like that, then I urge you not to watch me, because you are the people who are ruining the product because you find nothing wrong in it. You see, I am a realist. When I watch these shows, I go over what is wrong and what needs to be fixed. When something is good, you will hear something is good. For example, just watch me on Wednesdays with NXT. There's a lot I like about NXT. There's really nothing I like about Monday Night Raw. There's really nothing I like about Smackdown Live on Tuesdays. What is there to like? Why should I watch the show and just be okay with everything? Now, don't you guys find that to be a little bit more unrealistic than me sitting here and complaining about everything? Why am I supposed to sit here and like everything? You know? You people are the deep-rooted issue. You are the deep-rooted issue that is plaguing these shows. That is the God-honest truth. And then you get the people up and down my comment section, every one of them benched. Oh, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Why are you coming on here and complaining? You're nothing but a 30-year-old virgin faggot. That's what I heard yesterday in the comment section. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm making more money sitting in the comfort of my own home than you are working your 9-to-5 job at Wendy's, serving fries and Baconators. I'm sorry. And then you go home to your 438-pound girlfriend, and when she wants to make love to you, you don't want to because you know she's a fat whale, and then she gets angry at you, and then she ends up eating your Baconator and French fries. Then she has you go back there and order her 8 more. Don't talk to me and tell me that I should stop watching the show. Do you stop watching the New York Rangers when they choke every year? Do you stop watching the Giants every year? Huh? You're going to give up on the New York Giants this year. You're not going to watch another football game this year, right? Give me a break. Give me a break. Absolutely ridiculous. There is a lot to not like about this show, this product, this brand. this company. Don't get me started. If you can't handle the fact that I don't think Kane should be on my television in 2017, where the fuck is your mind at? You want to hop back to 1997? The WWE Network will take you there with a click of a button. I'm not about 1997, motherfucker. I'm about now. I'm about building for the future. I'm not about taking 8 steps back. Now, the deep-rooted issues about this show are right in front of your eyes. Right in front of your eyes. For example, tonight, why is Bobby Roode losing to Dolph Ziggler? Why is Bobby Roode losing to Dolph Ziggler? The guy didn't lose a fucking match in NXT until he lost the title. And now he's losing in month number 2 of his run on the main roster to a guy who's pretty much got one foot out the door? How does that make any sense? Again, another guy from NXT who's brought up to the main roster that has to be humbled because he didn't make it on the main roster. He made it in the arms of Triple H. It happens time and time again, but nobody wants to point out the issue. If it happened to Bobby Roode, if it happened to Shinsuke Nakamura, what do you think is going to happen to Asuka? My God. What do you think is going to happen to Asuka? What do you think is going to happen to everybody that follows Asuka up to the main roster? What's going to happen to Aleister Black? What's going to happen to Drew McIntyre? What's going to happen to Adam Cole? What? Because they were more vital to NXT than anything else? So you have to humble them on the main roster? Oh, but JD, Bobby Roode is nothing but an entrance. That's not true. That's not true. They stripped Bobby Roode of everything that made him great in NXT. They stripped him of everything. They stripped him of everything but the robe and the theme music. The guy was a great heel. Let's change it. Let's make him a babyface. Are you serious? Why are you taking pieces of his act that are not broken and you're changing them for the main roster? Why? Because you think you know everything? You think you have all the answers? You think that whatever he was doing in NXT or whatever he was told to do in NXT is not the right way? They made him a heel for a reason. They treated him like an attraction for a reason. They made him champion for a year for a reason. No, but on the main roster, he's nothing but an entrance. He's nothing but a guy who's 40 years old, and he's a guy that's got to put over Dolph Ziggler. Oh, but JD, wait for the payoff. What payoff? What payoff is there? Ziggler's been dead for 6 years. Bobby Roode is now. You don't call someone up from NXT to have him lose in his second month. What kind of impression is that on the fans? You know how it pisses me off that Bobby Roode was a big deal in NXT? He gets rolled up, he loses the same way he beat Dolph Ziggler, and then they cut right to the next segment. That's it. He loses immediately right to the next segment. No follow-up. Nothing. Nothing, as if it never even happened. Main roster television is god-awful. God-awful. That's only one aspect of what happened on this show that I didn't like. Right? You got guys like Rusev not being used. You got a tag team division that's non-existent. You got two of the four tag teams right now that are being showcased in comedy skits, looking for clues still 3 months later about who destroyed their office. You know? Isn't it within the first 48 hours of the case? And then after that, it's gonna go cold. This is 3 months now, and they're still looking for the people who attacked their office. What was so important about their office? I'm not even laughing at these skits anymore. I'm getting up off my couch and going into another room. That's how much I care about the Fashion Files. Then you got Jinder Mahal coming out on SmackDown Live tonight. He's got a big announcement for the Survivor Series. Meltzer was reporting this weekend that he was going to challenge Brock Lesnar to a match at the Survivor Series. Champion versus champion. Yeah, that's a match I've been waiting with bated breath for my entire life, right? So I was hoping that this was an early April Fool's joke, or one that was terribly late, one or the other. And I didn't think WWE was this fucking stupid. I didn't think that they were this stupid at all. Maybe I should have thought that they were this stupid, but this is levels of stupidity that I don't think anybody should have. This is scary. This is scary. And for the people out there that want to fucking throw bullshit at me about why Jinder Mahal is great, he's not. He's not. There's a reason why fans chant, "You can't wrestle," at Jinder Mahal like they did tonight. Now, I understand chanting USA. I understand chanting "You suck." You know, those types of typical generic pro wrestling chants from a casual crowd. You got people in Seattle chanting the one thing, if I'm a professional wrestler, I don't want to hear. The one thing that's going to upset me to my very core. You can't wrestle. That's not something you hear every day, but it's something that you hear for the guys who the fans genuinely don't want to see in the positions that WWE puts them in. Mahal is one of them. Mahal is one of them. There's a reason why he got "You can't wrestle" chants tonight. It's because he's one of the worst WWE champions in the history of this company. Certainly the worst champion in modern history. The guy is awful. No, but you're going to have him come out and challenge Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar just beat Samoa Joe at Great Balls of Fire. Brock Lesnar just took care of Braun Strowman in 5 minutes. Brock Lesnar beat Goldberg at WrestleMania in 4 minutes. Jinder Mahal? You're gonna put Jinder Mahal in the league of a Goldberg, of a Joe, and a Braun Strowman? On what planet do you live? How could you even take that and use that into something palpable? You can't. You can't. This is a joke. A joke. And then people want to tell me that I'm overly negative. Meanwhile, I'm throwing fact after fact after fact at you that you can't refute. You can't refute. Jinder Mahal is your WWE champion, right? And not even that. Let's go to a step before that. The draft. The 2016 SmackDown and Raw draft lottery, right? This was supposed to be a competition between Raw and SmackDown. Where's the competition between Raw and SmackDown? It was there for the first Survivor Series and then disappeared as soon as we started 2017. We didn't revisit it. The only thing we got to separate the brands as two total entities was when Kurt Angle and Daniel Bryan were in the skybox of TakeOver Brooklyn scouting talent. That was it. That was it. Okay? That's number one. So the competition between Raw and SmackDown all year is not there. Now, because we're at the Survivor Series, we're 4 weeks away from the Survivor Series, and WWE makes it a goal to have Michael Cole say, "Oh, the yearly pay-per-view where SmackDown guys can challenge Raw guys." Really? Where's that in the blueprint? Where's that in the Survivor Series fine print? I don't know. That must be new. That must be new. Because if that was so important, that is something very big that should have been built up for the entire year. Now, because we're at Survivor Series and it's a Survivor Series and you want to use brand warfare to build Survivor Series, now you're getting ready to have Raw guys challenge SmackDown guys and vice versa. Give me a break. If it was that big of a deal to you, it would have been done all year. Now you expect me to care 4 weeks before the Survivor Series? And to make me care, you're going to book Jinder Mahal, who is the worst champion in the modern era, against Brock Lesnar, a guy who just beat Braun Strowman with 1 F5 in 5 minutes. What do you think he's going to do to Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers? He's going to beat Mahal in 5 seconds, and then he's going to pick his teeth clean with both Singh brothers, or what I like to call cringe brothers. Now, but people want to Tell me that all I do is bitch and moan. Fact, right? Fact. You can't refute that. Number 2, you're WWE Champion, right? WWE Champion is the most prestigious title in this company. Being that champion means you are number 1 in this company. Number 1 in the world. Mahal is not. Never will be. Lucky he's even WWE Champion to begin with. But he still has the status of WWE Champion. Now, if he is the most important guy on SmackDown Live, which still to this day I find mind-boggling because the guy fucking sucks. He's holding the most important title in that company. So you want to treat the most important title in your company to be squashed at Survivor Series against Brock Lesnar? What is that going to do, A, for Mahal? B, what is it going to do for your title? It means that the WWE Championship is a joke. We all know Mahal is a joke. A loss to Brock Lesnar in a squash match will solidify that fact that nobody can refute. Do you need me to go on? Do you need me to go on? Right? I'm not going to go on because those are the 2 biggest things that I got. Okay? Brock Lesnar. Well, he beats the WWE Champion. So what? So what? This is like a Braun Strowman squash match for when he came up to Monday Night Raw, when they were feeding him 3 and 4 different job guys at the same time. This is a jobber match for Brock Lesnar. This is Brock Lesnar saying, you know what? I got a little stiff sitting at home hunting deer. I need to, work my joints and work my muscles out. Can I have a match? Yeah, we'll put you against Mahal. That's all it is. That's all it is. Now, WWE had AJ Styles come out here and proclaim that Jinder Mahal never beat him on SmackDown Live. What? You mean to tell me the people that booked this show, just back in May, they had a one-on-one match? You mean to tell me the people that booked this show forgot what happened in May? That's June, July, August, September. 5 months ago. You mean to tell me that they just went blank on the show that they booked 5 months ago? May 17th, 2017, Jinder Mahal defeated AJ Styles clean with a coloss before he went on to go beat Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. No, but I'm supposed to forget that though, right? I'm supposed to forget that though. So AJ Styles coming out, being scripted to say, well, you never beat me. Yes, he did, AJ. Unfortunately, sadly, yes, he did. So with AJ Styles now coming out to challenge Jinder Mahal, are we still going to get the Brock Lesnar match against Jinder Mahal? I think so. Brock Lesnar's showing up on Monday Night Raw and he's going to address the challenge made by Mahal. So what does this mean? AJ is throwing his name in the hat for something after Survivor Series, or AJ's throwing his name in the hat now to take the title off Mahal before going into Survivor Series? Or, worst case scenario, is Mahal going to beat AJ Styles to make him look strong again going into a match with Brock Lesnar? At that point, I think people will flock and leave in droves on SmackDown Live. People handled the loss of Shinsuke Nakamura to Mahal barely. I think AJ Styles will be on a whole nother level here. I don't think people are going to take to that too well. Because in a lot of people's eyes, AJ Styles is the WWE Champion, even though he's not really holding the title. AJ Styles is the one man that people want to be WWE Champion on SmackDown Live. AJ Styles is the personification. He is the definition. He is the exclamation of what a champion should be. Mahal, he shouldn't even be employed. Because the guy is nothing but a joke. A joke. A joke. One thing I do want to make sure you guys are aware of. I would not put it past WWE to have this Mahal-Lesnar match be something of a stepping stone for Mahal. You know, a lot of people coming to me saying, JD, I wouldn't be surprised if Jinder Mahal is going to break CM Punk's world title reign for most days held. Now, that would mean Jinder Mahal has to hold the title to SummerSlam and beyond. I don't think that's happening, and God forbid that is what WWE has planned. I don't think they're that fucking crazy. You know, I've seen some crazy shit, but that's just fucking lunatic asylum, throw away the key, never to be seen or heard of again type crazy. Now, I would not be surprised that WWE would book Mahal to go over Lesnar, because this is going to be a non-title match. This is going to be a non-title match. You know, they'll use the Singh brothers on the outside as interference, something along those lines. Now, it's possible, but I don't think WWE would be that stupid to have Lesnar lose to Mahal. You know, because they are going to India in December. They are touring India in December. So for WWE to have Survivor Series happen before their tour of India in December, how do you think India would look at Mahal if he beats Lesnar at the Survivor Series? He's going to be looked at like a fucking king. I just want to make sure you guys are aware that they are touring India in December. Now, let's go over the promo here. I know I'm all over the place for this review, but really nothing else happened on this show besides Bobby Roode losing. You had Jinder Mahal challenge Lesnar, and then you had the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Daniel Bryan stuff in the beginning. Everything else was just there. Everything else I didn't care for. So let's go to the videotape. Mahal about to address the WWE Universe as he challenges Brock Lesnar for a match at Survivor Series.
There are only some things you get to experience when you are the modern day Maharaja.
Failure? Is that one of them?
First ever Indian WWE champion.
And it's not because of your wrestling skills.
This past week, I took this very WWE championship to the homeland, and I was given a true hero's welcome.
Sure you were. Sure you were.
Nothing but royal treatment for the Maharaja. 5-star hotel, the finest restaurants. And on my last day there, after dining with some of Bollywood's biggest celebrities, a young boy came up to me and he said, "Maharaja, what's next?" I asked this young boy what he meant. He said, "Maharaja, you've beaten Randy Orton multiple times. You've beaten Shinsuke Nakamura multiple times. You have beaten anybody worth beating on SmackDown Live. Yet, in America, you do not have the same level of respect from the WWE Universe as you do here in India."
Yeah, because the people in America have brains. And by the way, who is this child that he speaks of? I need his name, his number, and a photo ID so I can properly just bury him verbally here on the channel. Because this kid either is that fucking stupid or he doesn't exist whatsoever. Because I don't believe any child would want to go up to someone who is deemed a loser. Not only by American people, but the people of his own country. So I got people telling me, we don't care about Mahal. We'd rather see Bayley and Sasha Banks and Roman Reigns. Mahal's a joke. Who is this child?
This boy was wise beyond his years.
Oh, really?
I
He probably is a figment of his imagination.
must
Probably
make a
dreamt him last
challenge.
night. I love you, Seattle. I love you, bro. I gotta make my way out there.
I am your WWE champion.
That don't mean shit. They know.
I must beat a man who you people think is unbeatable. I must beat the most dominant force in the WWE.
Watch
So
Michael
at
Cole's
Survivor
reaction.
Series,
Watch Michael Cole's reaction here. Watch.
I am challenging the Beast. At Survivor Series, I am challenging Brock Lesnar.
Are you kidding me?
That's Michael Cole. That's the call of the year, dude. That is absolutely the call of the year, play-by-play, dude. My God, that was classic, dude. Are you kidding me? Absolutely golden by Michael Cole, man. I gotta give you a standing ovation, bro. I gotta give you a round of applause, bro. That was great. Absolutely fucking awesome, dude. This match makes no sense. It makes no sense. It goes back to what I said earlier. The brand split and the dissension and the conflict between the brand split is not there. Between the brands is not there. Jinder Mahal is the WWE champion. You can't put him in a match with Brock Lesnar, who you built up so dominantly to even stand a chance with. He's going to get buried, and the title's going to be buried along with him. Simple as that. This makes absolutely no sense at all. Mahal is not a legit champion. You're talking about something in a country where people here, they don't care about what happens there. They don't care how he's admired there. They don't care how he's looked at over there. What matters to the people here is what happens here on American soil. Okay? Everything that happens over there, the young boy, the five-star hotels, Bollywood, it's a figment of his imagination. You think that you can book him and have him do all this shit there and all these accolades there and then bring it over here and people are legit gonna give this guy heel heat and people are gonna accept him but hate his character. No, people hate Jinder Mahal for the reasons that they hate Roman Reigns. It's go away heat. It's go away heat. Don't give me this shit. It's not working. It's not working. Mahal is cast in a role that he is not good for. Mahal is not a WWE champion. Never was, never will be. If you take the title off him and put it on AJ Styles where it belongs, where AJ said he came out and challenged Mahal to a title match, right? That's what we want to see. We want to see AJ with the WWE Championship. Mahal should be brought down a peg to the United States Championship. His character, which, yes, is better than when he first started it. Yes, minus the Shinsuke Nakamura shit that we've seen with the discriminatory and racial comments. His character is built for a United States Championship, not a WWE Championship. You are never going to have Jinder Mahal built up to a point where he's at the same level of a Randy Orton, of a Shinsuke Nakamura, of an AJ Styles, of a John Cena, of a Brock Lesnar. It will never happen. So why am I to believe when nobody else believes, when the crowd clearly doesn't believe, with the chance of you can't wrestle, why am I going to believe in Jinder Mahal against Brock Lesnar when it's just not there? I said it on Off the Script this weekend for part 2 on Saturday. Go and watch the rant. It's 25 minutes long. I gave you the Cliff Notes version here. I go into it detail by detail. And that is it. WWE has made a lot of people, if this is true and if Lesnar accepts, WWE is going to drive away people from wanting to watch Survivor Series. This is not the right match. It should be Raw versus SmackDown. If you want Mahal in a role that fits him for Survivor Series, he should be leading a team of SmackDown superstars against Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar's team. That's the way it should be. But in a one-on-one match, there is no reason for anybody on this earth to believe that Mahal stands a chance against Brock Lesnar. At that point, he's only going to get embarrassed. It's going to make him look bad, and everything that you tried to do with him look bad and look like a waste of time. You gave him Nakamura, and you're going to have him turn around and be swallowed by Brock Lesnar. Then what was the point of having him beat Nakamura twice? There is no reason. There is no reason. You're shitting on Mahal, the title, and Nakamura at that point. Open your eyes, people. Open your eyes. You want the WWE title to look like shit? You keep it on Mahal. If not, you put it on someone that's actually a credible champion. Someone who defines the word champion. That's AJ Styles. Enough of this bullshit. The other big thing on the show, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens confront Daniel Bryan to open SmackDown Live. I told you guys last week, I'm giving Sami Zayn a shot. The reason why I'm giving Sami Zayn a shot at SmackDown, as being a heel on SmackDown, is because look at what it did for Neville. It didn't take Neville long to become one of the best heels in the entire company working out of the Cruiserweight division. He held that division on his back. I'm going to give Sami Zayn the same opportunity to prove me wrong. I was one of those people, even though I love Sami Zayn, I was one of those people that was very iffy about turning him heel because he's got a lot of Daniel Bryan-esque qualities, even though he will never amount to being anywhere close to Daniel Bryan. He had a lot of those underdog qualities that we loved, and we wanted to see him overcome everything as a babyface. As of tonight, I can honestly say Sami Zayn has hit a home run. Sami Zayn as a heel, I'm looking forward to it. This is week number 2, and he's gotten so much better than his previous week. Sami Zayn is working in stride to make this thing work. I am very proud of him, and he came off as a legit heel tonight. One good thing WWE is doing right with this heel turn for Sami Zayn is, even though he still comes out with the ska music and the sing-along theme song, WWE is booking him and scripting him in a way that is making the fans turn on him quickly and for all the right reasons. What he's saying, what he's doing, his mannerisms, the way that he just doesn't care, the fact that you put Kevin Owens in the mix, it's all working. It's all working. I'm loving it. Sami Zayn tonight hit a home run on SmackDown Live, and this heel turn might be the best thing that's ever happened to Sami Zayn in his entire professional wrestling career. This is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens confronting Daniel Bryan on SmackDown Live.
After everything that you did, and you come out here smiling, dancing around, is this really the Sami Zayn that I've known for over 13 years?
Daniel, really, what's the big difference? I mean, I'm still the Sami Zayn you've always known. I'm still a great guy. I am. No, I really
Still driving that Uber.
I'm a great guy. Nothing's changed. All I did was I took ownership of my career back. A career that I worked 15 years to build. Does that really make me a bad guy? And let me just tell you, between you and me, Daniel, it feels amazing. And if you would feel as amazing as I feel now, you would be smiling just like I'm smiling if you had done what I did and take ownership of your career back and lose your martyr complex. And if you had just done what I did and maybe worked a little smarter instead of working a little harder, you wouldn't have had to retire in this very building right here.
Zayn hitting him where it hurts.
I've been trying to catch up to you because you were the best. And every time I would reach your level, you'd already jump 2 steps ahead. And I would try to catch up, and you were always just 2 steps ahead. But now, Daniel, now you are the last person I would ever want to be like. A man who gave his body, broke his body for glory and for the adulation, just to end up a housewife.
Beautiful, man. They picked the right city and the right script to give Sami Zayn and the right guy to do it against, man.
You've seen the light, to see that you finally have started to listen to what I've been saying all along. And while you are right about everything you said about Daniel Bryan, I feel like I have to clarify a couple things. See, you're right, he was a pathetic martyr. Daniel Bryan has become something much worse. He has become what he's fought against for so long. He is a hypocrite.
You don't care about anybody except yourself. And maybe you resent me because I care about what's doing best for the fans. And that's not what's best for you.
Best for the fans? No, that's not what you mean. No, 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 no. What you mean is you care about doing what's best for business. That is exactly what's in your head. And Sami, if you need any more proof, there you have it. That man right there, Daniel Bryan, is now the authority.
Well, they shit all over Daniel Bryan
You're
tonight.
Right. You're totally right. I don't know why I'm surprised. You're right again. Daniel Bryan has become the very thing he spent his entire career fighting against. There's only one word for a person like that. Sellout. Thank you. Thank you for helping open my eyes, because this could have been me. And you saved me from that. Thank you.
This is great. This is great. Two best friends.
Whoa, 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 where are you? Daniel, where are you going? Oh, wait, I forgot. Walking out of this arena is the best thing you got nowadays.
Where am I going? I'm gonna go find a couple of dudes to punch you guys in the face.
Which ended up being Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura in the main event, which was a very, very good television main event. I love this, man. I think Sami Zayn is excelling beyond anybody's imaginations right now. They gave him the perfect city. They gave him the perfect just individual to shoot his shit, to shoot his shit at in Daniel Bryan. Kevin Owens is there to just egg it on. I mean, Sami Zayn tonight was a product of being in the right place at the right time with the right guy. And that guy was Daniel Bryan, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. If Sami Zayn isn't opening eyes, I don't know what you're looking at, man. I don't know what you're looking at. And the fact that they booked him in the main event, it was so great to see him in the ring again with Shinsuke Nakamura. Some of the same spots that we seen last year with their classic 5-star match at TakeOver Dallas. Some of the same spots, but it was great to see them in the ring nonetheless. It was great to see Sami Zayn in the main event. Not only in the main event with Kevin Owens, not only in the main event with Randy Orton, a match that I've wanted to see for many, many years. Zayn and Orton. I thought that would have been a perfect mid-card feud on SmackDown Live for a U.S. title or an Intercontinental title. Would have been great. Not only was it great to see that, not only was it great to see him in the ring with Nakamura again, which I've waited for since that first classic encounter. But Sami Zayn was put over tonight. Cheating. Low blow, which led to Sami Zayn delivering a haluva kick and Sami Zayn pinning Randy Orton 1, 2, 3. We were crying about Sami Zayn not getting television time. We were crying about Sami Zayn jobbing to Mike Kanellis. We were talking about Sami Zayn being buried on Raw and on SmackDown, not being given the opportunity to show what he's really made of, because we know what exists there. And here we are, coming out of Hell in a Cell, playing a vital part in the main event, coming out the next night on SmackDown Live, telling you exactly why he did what he did, coming out tonight and belittling Seattle's favorite son in Daniel Bryan, shooting him down as nothing but a hypocrite and a sellout and the authority. The fact that he can't wrestle anymore, the fact that he's a stay-home dad, the fact that he's Mr. Bella. Everything just worked. WWE doesn't do a lot of things right nowadays. Tonight, they did one thing right. I'm loving this because I know what I've wanted to see out of Sami Zayn all these months, all these years. I'm finally getting it. But the thing that they're doing right, to the people who aren't me, to the people who aren't you, is that they are making you hate Sami Zayn for all the right reasons. They are giving Sami Zayn legit heel heat. And having him paired with Kevin Owens is absolutely a match made in heaven. Now, the one thing I'm already thinking about, because this is the way my brain operates, what is the payoff? This reminds me a lot of what Jericho and Owens went through. Is this going to lead to a breakup? Is this going to lead to Sami Zayn coming to his senses and realizing that he's been manipulated and brainwashed by Kevin Owens? Is this going to lead to a WrestleMania match that I pitched for this year when Kevin Owens should have been the Universal Champion, but Goldberg was in the way, and Goldberg versus Lesnar just had to happen at WrestleMania. Are we going to get Sami Zayn winning the Royal Rumble? Are we going to get Kevin Owens winning the Universal Championship? Is there going to be a Universal Championship match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania? Is Sami Zayn going to come out of this heel role and become the underdog babyface that we always wanted to see, capturing his first major title in WWE? These are the things that I'm thinking about. These are the things that I'm thinking about. I booked Sami Zayn to win the Royal Rumble. You laughed at me then. With this storyline, it presents yet another year of that being something that could possibly happen. Just letting you guys know early. That's where my brain is at right now. But this storyline is absolutely fantastic. I am excited to see where they go with this. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens beat Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton in the main event of SmackDown Live. After all of that, Kevin and Sami Zayn run into Daniel Bryan in gorilla position. Kevin Owens asking how that worked out for him. We just beat two of the biggest names on SmackDown Live. So what's next? Daniel Bryan says, well, next week it isn't up to him. Shane McMahon is coming back next week. So they gave you a nice little cliffhanger for next week. Like I said, SmackDown, WWE in general doesn't do a lot of things right. They got this right and they hit a home run on SmackDown Live. They came out after that with Shinsuke and Randy Orton standing in the aisleway, Owens cheerleading and talking about how they are the best and how they beat Nakamura and Orton. He says they are SmackDown Live and there's nobody on this brand that could do anything about it. He says Sami is his best friend and asked him for a big hug, and Sami Zayn obliged to end the show. Great stuff, man. Absolutely great stuff. Rest of the show, garbage. Women's champion Natalya teamed up with Lana and Tamina versus Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. We had Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Naomi win. Figure 8 by Charlotte on Lana. Nobody cares. The women's division on SmackDown Live has been the lowest it's ever been since the draft. I just don't care. A shakeup is needed. I've been asking for it. Get Charlotte back to Raw. Sasha and Bayley, even Nia on SmackDown Live. Shake it up. Move Charlotte and Becky to Raw, man. Becky's been there since the beginning. I think a shakeup is needed, and SmackDown Live's women's division right now is at a piss-poor level where nobody cares. So things need to change, and fast. Baron Corbin versus Sin Cara. I don't understand what happened here, man. Sin Cara wins by countout. Baron Corbin just won the title. He beat AJ Styles clean last week with an end of days, and this week he's losing by countout. Dropkick sends Corbin to the outside. Sin Cara lands a follow-up kick and levels him with a suicide dive, hanging Baron Corbin over the rope as he tries to get back in. Sin Cara gets atop the ring post, hits a diving splash. Sin Cara gets back in the ring, and Sin Cara wins by countout. Why? So Sin Cara is the next in line for a United States Championship match. They were bragging about how this was a big victory, even though it was a countout win over Baron Corbin. This is the best you got for not only Baron Corbin, but the United States title? Come on, man. What is going on here? Where WWE hits a high note with Zayn and Owens, everything else is just absolute garbage. It's pathetic. Usos are backstage interviewed. Jimmy says that they walked into Hell in a Cell and walked out as champions, and they are the hottest thing on SmackDown Live in the tag team division. Jay says he feels like a little kid on Christmas morning, like it's his birthday, like they got the tag team division on lock. It's the Uso penitentiary, and then Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin come in, just spreading a little bit of cringe all over the place, trying to rap like the Usos. I feel like they're going to wrap him up, and tap him out, and become the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. That's exactly what they said. It's in my notes. They offer handshakes to the Usos, and the Usos are all smiles, but their challengers yank their hands away in a cocky-like fashion. So we move on from that. Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. You guys know how I feel about that. Dolph Ziggler won by pinfall, a schoolboy roll-up, handful of tights. Hey, it was better than their match at the last pay-per-view at Hell in a Cell. That's all I can say about that. Bobby Roode losing. Listen, I miss Bobby Roode from NXT, man. The guy does not belong as a babyface. The guy is a fucking heel. Make him a heel. There's no reason why Bobby Roode should be losing on SmackDown Live. I went over it. You guys know how I felt in the beginning. That's how I feel about that. And then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura. we had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defeat the team of Orton and Nakamura. Helluva kick from Zayn on Randy Orton and pinned Orton 1, 2, 3. That was your SmackDown Live. Nice little cliffhanger for Monday Night Raw. Lesnar's going to show up. He's going to talk about Mahal. Nice little cliffhanger for SmackDown Live. Shane McMahon's going to be there. What is on his plate? What is on his mind when it comes to Owens and Sami Zayn? And what will Shane McMahon have to say about Sami Zayn fucking him over at Hell in a Cell? Lots of stuff to look forward to, man. But the rest of the show was just there. The undercard on this show is absolutely piss poor. The main event stuff is looking good. Jinder Mahal still a failure. Same old on SmackDown Live. That is your review. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for all the support today, man. We had a live stream for WWE 2K18. We're going to have another one tomorrow morning. Same time, same channel, man. WWE My Career Mode is doing incredibly well. Over 1,000 likes on both episodes so far. We had another 700 people watching me today. We had another 1,000 people live watching me on night 1 or morning number 1. We're going to do it again tomorrow morning, man. So make sure you guys tune in to my channel at 11 a.m. for WWE 2K18 My Career. And we streamed on Twitch tonight with Universe Mode and my draft. 850 people watching me on Twitch, man. You guys are absolutely great. I got one thing to say. Thank you. This is going to be our year. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn on that bell for all notifications. I'm JD. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more WWE 2K18 coverage and NXT. Have a good night, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow morning.